Hello everybody and welcome to what not might be, but is the biggest update to Gran Turismo 7 ever, and today we're going to be playing it in virtual reality, the way in my opinion Gran Turismo 7 was meant to be played. It's Spec 3 and the Power Pack DLC. As you can see in the bottom left, there's a little boat there that wasn't there before, and we've got a bunch of new cars and tracks to try out, so I'm super excited. And we're now level 70 in the car collecting. That's quite funny. Bloody hell. New extra menus. Unlimited invites as well, so you can just go buy from Brand Central, thank God. There we go, I think you get that from being level 70. How many of these am I going to get? A lot. Okay, let's thank our patrons and members as we get these. But here we go. Power Pack DLC is now here in the bottom left. Look at that, Power Pack is open. I can complete my Power Pack races from there. Now I have bought it, but today we're not going to be doing Power Pack. That's going to be tomorrow. Today we're going to be going through all the stuff that we've gotten from the new update. So let's hop into Brand Central. Let's buy some of the new cars. We'll buy all of them. We'll only test a few of them though, not all of them. First things first, Ferrari. I'm already at max collect level again though. That's quite funny. No music here for some reason though. I think that might be broken. That might be the first bug I've ever seen in Gran Turismo. But for the amount of content, I'll take it. Right, of course, we've got to get the GT3. This is going to have Verstappen liveries all over it in the online racing. I'll definitely be trying this one out in the online races. Look how beautiful that looks. Oh my god. We have a new Polestar. I probably won't be testing this one out in the video. I don't really care about these. But we'll have it. We'll add it to the collection. Why not, of course. Of course, with the Power Pack DLC, you also get an extra 5 million credits, which is very much appreciated and very much needed for this... For the Spec 3 update. I'm feeling that a lot of these cars are going to cost quite a lot. Right. In the Gran Turismo section, we have a new Formula style car, the F3500, is it? 3500B. We've had the A before, of course. I've got that, haven't got the B. But we've got most of these. Let's go ahead and grab it. We'll be taking that around some of the circuits as well. Oh, we have the GTR N1. This is a very famous tuned GTR, which I will explain in voiceover probably a little bit later. Great to have that. 3 million credits. This is really taking a bite out of my my money there. Really down to 18 mil. And on Legend cars, there should be, if I remember correctly, the E-Space. And we'll grab that as well. There might be one or two more maybe on used cars. I can't remember. I've got the ones that I want here though. So happy with that. Let's get onto track. Because I'm super excited to see what they've done here with the scans over on the world circuits. So... where do we go first? Do we go to Abu Dhabi or Canada? I think we go to Abu Dhabi first. I haven't driven Abu Dhabi in any racing game in quite a long time. We've got new layouts on these tracks as well. There is Yas Marina. A couple more races here as well. We've got a Group 1 Series, Touring Car and Ferrari Circuit Challenge. We're going to go time trial. We're just going to explore this track. I'm super excited. We've got to do it at night time, haven't we? That's when Yas Marina is at its best in Formula 1. But let's go. Right, we're going to take this slow first because I want to take in the track. Oh my god, does it look good. Right, here we are on the main straight. We're going to go to 6th and just kind of cruise around at low speeds. Look at all this. Yas Marina is not a track that I've been to. I've only been to Spa and Suzuka. But man, you can do some proper Formula 1 races here. Look at how iconic these corners are. Oh, we've got a plane taken off over there as well. You know what? We're also gonna turn off the HUD. Don't want the HUD on. There we go. Look at that. We've got the moon up there as well. Look at that. Kind of the lights all going off there. Oh. Lovely sounding, the F3500B. Of course, this is the circuit that's being raced on this weekend for the Formula 1. If you're an F1 fan, leave below who you think is going to win the championship this year. Of course, we're on to the last race. For me, I think it's got to be Norris. I simply think his gap is a bit too much at this point. He's got to do something catastrophically wrong in the race to end up down outside of the area he needs to be, which is 4th if Max finishes first. So, you know, it could go to Max. I don't think it'll go to Oscar, but if I had to bet money on somebody, I'd say Lando. Oh, wow. Obviously, I've seen this in the F1 games before, but You've got the screen actually has the animations on it. Look at that, that's super cool. Now that we're done smelling the roses, let's go for an actual lap, shall we? You really like see the tires struggling when they come under load. Wow, fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. What a scan. What a car. This is going to be great for some Formula 1 seasons. If you're making a Formula 1 season in GT7, I have a lot of Super Formula cars basically, all kitted out in the liveries of each car of the F1 teams. So you could make your own season. You could track between tracks. Now I've got loads of them, so that's fantastic. I think what we'll do in Canada, we'll grab a Super Formula car to make it a bit more F1, current F1 feeling. And there it is. There's the circuit. Here we have this and GTR Cup and the Super Formula. Why don't we, instead of jumping in and trying to do it in a normal lap, let's go in and do it in a race, shall we? Let's jump in the Ferrari. Soft tyres on. Maybe we'll start on the hards, actually. Don't know if there's a mandatory pit stop here. I'm assuming there is. Alright, let's do it. What is it, 15 laps? Okay. No standing start, though. That's kind of depressing. Let's put fuel there. Oh, God, struggling with the grip there. God, the hards are struggling. Take a bit more speed into the corner. Right, here we are. Into the chicane. It's been a while since I've driven Canada as well, but I've driven it a lot more than Abu Dhabi. When doing seasons with friends on the F1 game, the season was always kind of fizzling out by the time we got to the tail end in Abu Dhabi, but I've done Canada a lot. That being said, it's going to be a struggle to get past all these. Don't want to end up in the Wall of Champions either. There we go, through. You can take that at some speed if you really want to, but not right now. This is fantastic. What a scan this is. These are two circuits that I've really wanted in GT7. I mean, to be honest, I'll take any F1 circuit just so I can race it around an open wheel, but Canada's a great choice. For me, Abu Dhabi less so, but still good. Don't lose the rear end, almost did. I would have maybe picked Zandvoort or something like that as a track. Maybe Imola, we don't have Imola. But since it being the end of the F1 season, I fully understand having Abu Dhabi in here, you know. Can't really fault them on that, you know. This is stupid fun, look at this. Man, Polyphony Digital have they've completely outdone themselves. Like, this is unreal. Absolutely unreal. Before we go back to the menu and look at a different car, I do just want to point out some pretty cool details GT7 has, which a lot of games do have, but you can see it really nicely here in the Super Formula cars, is the graining on the tyres. So I'm going to come in for a pit stop this lap, and as you can see, my tyres, well, they're pretty fucked. If I really slow here, you can see the graining on them. Very visible at the fronts. Probably even worse on the rears, about the same. But when I come in for fresh rubber, it's going to be really smooth, not damaged, not grained. And you can just see that really well here in the VR view. Pit lane here. Go onto the softs, won't refuel. Have a quick stop, please. There we go. As you can see, smooth. I've just cut across the pit lane to show you that. Oh well. But yeah, smooth. The amount of grip on these feels absurd compared to the hards, the used hards. Okay. Anyway, 4 laps to go. I'll serve this penalty. We'll get on to the next car. Okay, now there's some cool cars in here, 100%, but this video has gone on for a little while, and the one that I really, really want to take a look at is, of course, none of these. Data quality, please. That rhymes. The Ferrari 926 GT3. So the car that Max Verstappen was driving at the Nurburgring. We're going to jump in and take it round the tourist layout, as if I was going for my own little kind of day out on the Nordschleife there. And before we even drive this thing, I just want to appreciate how this looks in here. You've got this screen, which seems to move when I move, that is either tracked in real life, or that's just kind of how the way it works, I guess, rendered in here. Interesting. We've got the screen there. I think that's accurate to real life. The dashboard with all the details, all the switches. Obviously, no seat in the other side due to weight, I assume. All of the roll cage stuff. This is the real deal. This is probably one of the best models they've ever done for a car in Gran Turismo, I would say. It is absolutely unreal how much detail is packed in here. So let's take it for a spin, shall we? No idea what really to expect, so here we go. Take it off the line in 3, 2, 1. Lovely sound to it. We are on the medium tyres here, so what you probably would use in a GT3 race online. Does feel nice. Feels a bit larger than some of the other GT3 cars that I've used. Does feel like it has a bit more space to it in terms of how wide the actual body of the car is. Almost dipped it in the grass there and lost it. That would have been bad. Struggling with the rear, trying to get away from me there. For me, I think this might be the coolest looking car of the update, and the one that I was most excited to actually drive and stretch my legs in. Was the GTR's nice? Maybe we'll have a little look at that after this, but this was the main one, the 926, the Ferrari. Feels weird driving a new GT3 car. I've driven most of them in this game at one point or another, but having one that behaves differently to to everything else in the game is really strange feeling. Since we've had our lineup for quite a while, it's been quite a long time since a new GT3 car has been added to Gran Turismo 7. But there are 8 cars added in this update, which is super cool, and a bunch of different configurations in the Power Pack DLC if you end up buying that, which I have done. Again, we'll take a look at that tomorrow. But the Power Pack DLC is PS5 only, of course, but the VR version of GT7 is as well. And I'm assuming that's because Sophie 3.0, the new AI, uses a bit more power than the PS4 has to offer. So it's got to be PS5 only. Well, this is utterly fantastic, and I'll probably use this and get to grips with it a bit more in online for sure. But I think up next we'll give that GTR a go, shall we? I'm a really big fan of the mirror placement there though. Well, the video feed, shall I say. Send it through carousel and then we'll go check out the GTR. Lovely stuff. This GTR is by a company that looks like the word mines, but I'm assuming it's Mines, based in Yokosuka in the Kanagawa prefecture of Japan. Started in 1985, they were one of the first Japanese companies to sell reprogrammed ECU systems according to the Gran Turismo Wiki. Thank you, Gran Turismo Wiki. They currently make software for hundreds of cars, but only make hardware for a select few, including this GTR. Super cool inclusion, very happy that it's in here. Overall, we've had a bunch of improvements and additions here, including the data viewer, which you're seeing right now. This is super cool to go through and just have a look at racing lines. Not very useful in this little driving session that I had with the GTR, where I was exploring track limits a few times, but a cool feature nonetheless for actual racing. Let me know what your favorite feature of this update is, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.